Hello, this is your boy Bill Eshkavava, and today I just want to say fuck you Capcom. Yes, this is a fuck you to Capcom and Street Fighter 5. So as you can see, this is just some gameplay when the game first came out, so I couldn't log on to the servers. That's one of the problems. But this game is an early access game. Okay, I bought it on PC and I didn't see the early access sign, so I got royally screwed because I basically paid full price for a PC game for an early access game. This game is missing so much. This has been clearly rushed out for the competitive scene, or rushed out by Sony to have, so the PlayStation could have an exclusive or something like that. But this game has so much problems. Firstly, it took me forever for it to register my DualShock 4 as a controller. Okay, it just wouldn't register it. So I had to use a third-party application, Xpadder, so it would recognize that what I'm clicking on the controller is coming through my keyboard, because it just wouldn't register. It just wouldn't see. I've never had this problem with any other games with my PS4 controller, with my DualShock 4, but for Street Fighter it just doesn't want to work. I finally got it to working. Everyone knows that the launch day, the couple of days, still getting disconnects, still getting kicked out. There's problems everywhere. There's problems matchmaking with people. The first 2 days was complete write-off. You couldn't play online. You couldn't earn fight money, because this game does require you to be constantly online, because you have to be online with the servers while you play story mode, so you can get fight money, so you can buy DLC characters that will come later if you don't want to spend real money. So that fucked me as well. Let's talk about the story for a second here. What story? This is a bullshit story. Each character has 3 fights, single round fights. Cutscenes, yeah, they look like drawings that some of the drawings look good, some of the drawings look like it was done by a 10-year-old. Poorly drawn, no, like nothing. It's no CG animation, nothing. It's just, storyboard, poorly drawn storyboards. No arcade mode, so you can't play arcade mode. There is no you can't verse the computer one-on-one. Now, I know you can verse the computer one-on-one in training, but you can't set up like a fight with the computer like one-on-one. You can't pick rounds. There's no rounds, so you can't go, let's say, best of 5, best of 3. No, it's just single matches, and you can't verse the computer just one-on-one. It's bare bones. They're just missing so much of this. The online, there is no lobby. You can't be in a lobby. There is no spectator. You can't spectate people. You can't be in a lobby. It's a joke. This is an absolute joke, okay? The roster's smaller than Street Fighter 4 at launch, okay? Now, I know they're gonna be there's gonna be like another 4 characters, 5, 6, 10 characters DLC, but at launch it is smaller than what you got from Street Fighter 4. And Street Fighter 4 shits on top of this in content, as in how much stuff it actually had. This has a story mode which is laughable, 3, sometimes 2. Like Fang, his story is 2 missions against the same guy, Bison. That's it. That's his story. Couple of poorly drawn storyboards. That's it. No arcade. No ladder match, so you can like go up ladders. There's just like a challenge mode. That's it. Shit. This is a bare bones experience. This is not worth picking up. Anyone who's thinking about picking up, wait for updates to come in or whatever, because this is a joke. This is an early access rushed game. Now, as for the gameplay's here. The gameplay's fantastic. The fighting is fantastic. I really enjoy it. But everything else around it is just lacking. It's a joke. So don't pick this up. You're better off just waiting for it to have a massive price drop in like a year's time. You're better off waiting for a year's time where this will have like so much more content, so much more characters, and you might even be able to pick up like a Super Street Fighter 5 edition, which will have all the DLC characters already unlocked, so you don't have to collect the fight money to buy it. Eh, this is just a joke. This is just a joke. I know some people are defending this, saying, well, it's alright because the gameplay is good and the heart. Yeah, but you put this next to Mortal Kombat 10. This has like 0 features next to it. 0 features. And even if you say, well, they're focused on the online, well, the first 2 days, even with all the betas they had, the first 2 days was a write-off. It didn't work online. And to think that even if they focused all online and couldn't get it to work, but there's not even any spectator mode. You can't spectate it, there's no lobbies. You can't be in the lobbies. Half the time you've got friends that say they're online and they're not online. It's picking them up, picking it off. It is just ridiculous. I don't understand what they were thinking. This was clearly, I can't even speak, but this was clearly rushed to market to give the PlayStation 4 an exclusive, or to give Capcom just the excuse to run it in all its fighting game tournaments during this year, because this game needed another 3 or 4 months, guaranteed, to add arcade mode, to add decent story, to add CGI like cutscenes during the story, to add a ladder mode, to add like unlockables and stuff that you can do. Make it robust. Like Blaze Blue, like even the Blaze Blue series shits on this. There's so much more content in that than there is in this. A fighting game that doesn't have an arcade mode. Can you believe that? A fighting game that you can't verse the CPU, the computer, 3 rounds. There's no option for a 3-round match against the PC, against the AI. You can't do that. It's single round fights. That's it. And you can't even select that, just, I want to do a single round fight against the computer. You can't do that. The only way you can do that is through story mode or through the challenge. It's ridiculous. I don't know what you guys are doing. This gameplay is just me playing as Mika. This is her story mode. This video right here, this 8 minutes, that's her complete story done. Okay? And I was fucking up because the tutorial wouldn't. I had the DualShock 4 plugged in, and the tutorial wouldn't. I couldn't skip the tutorial. I was stuck in the tutorial, and the tutorial only showed keyboard and mouse. I had to do the tutorial with keyboard and mouse, and learn through keyboard and mouse until eventually I figured out a way to enter, and then I think it was B and M or N or whatever to get out of it, to then be able to work, find a workaround to get the DualShock 4 to actually work on PC. So that's why I didn't even know how the hell to do the X trigger or whatever the hell that is, because this was my first actual game of it with the DualShock 4 using X-Padder. So it's just ridiculous. This is your boy, Bilish Kavava. Write down in the comments sections what you think about it. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Bilish Kavava, out.
Alone. You've got some guts, but that won't keep me from beating the hell out of you. Don't underestimate me. After this is over, all you're gonna be seeing are stars. What did you say? Don't act so arrogant. You picking a fight with me? Arrogant?